My whole basketball career was made here. This is sort of where it all happened nationally in terms of NCAA bids and taking a program that had been somewhat dormant and turning it into something that was nationally well known. It's just a tribute to the quality of the student athlete that we had here. Every one of those kids graduated. They were all terrific and still stay in touch with a lot of them to this day. They're exactly what college athletics is supposed to be about. When I came from Montana, I had no idea. I was very naive as to what Stanford was. I mean, I knew it was a great school. I knew it was academically at the top of the heap. And of course, a beautiful campus sort of sold itself. One of the things about most of the teams I had here is they really played for each other. It wasn't about them, it was about us. You know, Tom Davis, thank goodness, thank you Tom, left me with an incredible group of kids. You know, headlined of course with Todd Lichty, Howard Wright, Eric Reveneau, and so forth. And those kids wanted to win. There was no ifs, ands, and buts. They wanted to win, felt they could. The way I wanted to play was perfect for the way they were capable of playing, but they could get physical and they were willing to do whatever it took to win. So first impressions were, oh, this is a little different than I thought, you know, and you know, we got lucky with Brevin. I mean, there was Brevin, whose parents were very strong academically and wanted Brevin to have this level of education. And the rest is history, as they say. Brevin was a strong, strong personality. And yet here comes Brevin, you know, oversized shorts, got a little bit of cockiness and brash to him, and East Coast. And next thing you know, we start getting guys, you know, Collins twins and, you know, so forth and so on, Josh Childress. But, you know, it was the start of something very, very special, and we became nationally known and prominent, and we're able to get in the homes of the best kids in the country. We're always listed in their top 3 or 4. It was a lot of fun. Got a break. One of the high seeds in the tournament was knocked out by somebody else, but yet that team was a team we could beat because we were more physical. You weren't going to out-physical us, you know, Tim Young and Mark Madsen, Collins twins. We were big and strong, and so we won that game. And of course, the historical game against Rhode Island, my old pal Jim Herrick, where we scored a bunch at the end, and Art Lee, put the Superman cape on and just came on and did what he did. We did very well. It was a tremendous experience. Had a real legit chance to beat Kentucky in the semis, lose it overtime. I remember the kids getting a standing ovation walking off the court because the people at the game just thought, boy, you know, what a group of kids. And they were. So, but it was validation, not necessarily in our minds, but to everybody nationally, it was sort of validation of, hey, these guys are for real.
Unbelievable! Yeah, it really is unbelievable. These kids have done this all year long. You know, it was looking like we were in trouble, and then bang.
Looking like you're in trouble, you were in trouble.
You had us buried, didn't you? These guys got a lot of heart, a lot of character. I tell you, to come back and win like that was unbelievable. And, hey, Final Four, whoever thought would happen.
Let's stand! Pick up the word.
I don't remember everything. I've seen, of course, that shot and everything. It was implausible that would happen. And Nick hits it, and what's the percentages? But just the whole thing was sort of surreal.
Almost stolen, they got it. 2 seconds. Robinson at the buzzer. Yes!
You know, the fact that Tiger Woods was there and he jumped up and ran. You know, I mean, it just the whole thing makes it better because of how people perceive things. You know, Nick had always commented he thought he was going to die at the bottom of that pile because he couldn't breathe, but it was really special, and we had a tremendous rivalry with Arizona, as it turns out, because Lou was such a good coach and ran such a good program, and it always seemed like it was us and them, and wins against Arizona were tough to come by. So to win the conference meant a lot to me, and so having 4 of those here, God, came close on some others, but that was what made it special.